I'm going to get you to build your perfect racehorse. So Frankenstein's monster of a racehorse, if you will. The horse that will reign supreme over any other.
Win everything.
So I'm going to give you some categories. If you can name the horse that best represents that category to you. So it can be any horse, past or present.
Oh, God.
Okay. So we'll start with speed.
Hurricane Fly, probably the fastest horse we had here. Anytime he got in a battle, he always won out with his speed.
Oh, Constitution Hill.
Okay, that was easy.
Yeah.
Why?
Just seeing him win, the way he goes through his races, he's quick.
I mean, Sprinter was pretty quick. He was very fast. Yeah.
Constitution Hill. Can travel at any pace. It doesn't matter.
Well, I've said Quarter Star because to win the, Tingle Creeks and that, he was a very fast horse.
Scoriel, he was a nippy little horse. He was very quick from getting from A to B, and he quickened at the back of the last.
Hurricane Fly, probably.
Okay, why?
He just was very terrier-like and just stuck his neck out. He tried, and he was quick, yeah.
Stamina.
Gold Cup winners, Album Photo and Galloping the Champ. Album Photo had oodles of stamina, and that was probably his best part of him was his stamina.
Denman.
Okay, why?
Just watching him win his Gold Cup when he took it up circuit to run was just incredible. Galloped him into the ground.
If you want pure stamina, Bobsworth was my big friend. He was terrific because he had stamina, guts and determination, and for what he lacked in speed, certainly, what he lacked in ability, but stamina. Once he got to the bottom of that hill, 3 consecutive festivals, he was fighting for his life at the bottom of the hill, but he was the first one to get to the top of it.
Galloping the Champ.
And backs up in the Gold Cup.
Neptune Collonge.
Neptune Collonge is battling on in third, racing towards the line. Sunny Hellboy and Neptune Collonge.
Stamina, I would have to go for Bristol and May, one of my favourite horses, won 3 Betfair chases. Say no more.
You're nearly as great as it now.
I know.
Stamina, Denman.
Okay.
Yeah, he set a good pace and kept up to it, and he'd make the running and keep going.
How noticeable is it when you're on the back of a horse, the difference in stamina between race horses? Is it really noticeable as a jockey?
Yeah, I suppose stamina would be that they set a high cruising speed, and you notice that your horse, if you can't keep up, is struggling, whereas they are just comfortable at that speed.
Jumping.
Ooh, Florida Pearl was a fantastic jumper. He could gain length at his fences. I probably didn't make enough use of that when I was training him.
Ooh, Sprinter Sacra.
Okay.
You see him go round when he was winning his champion chases, just pinpoint execution everywhere.
Yeah, so smooth.
Yeah, it's lovely to watch.
You wouldn't beat Sprinter Sacra. He was phenomenal.
John Bon.
What sets John Bon apart from other racehorses?
He's very adaptable, seems very quick on his feet. He measures his fences very well.
Denman.
Denman gallops on towards the next. He's over about 8 clear.
I had the lucky experience to ride Masterminded when he was coming to the end of his chase career, and he was so brilliant to get from A to B. Felt like as if he were never leaving the ground.
I think Sprinter Sacra was a brilliant jumper. Yeah, he was brilliant. He had them all really. I remember watching Barry Geraghty on him, give him a squeeze, and he would come up. He'd go short. He'd do a bit of everything really.
Mentality.
Mentality, Galloping the Champ. He's got all 4: speed, stamina, jumpability, and mentality. He's just so laid back, and Paul is able to use his ability, whichever one he wants, when he wants, during any time in a race.
Tiopu. He seems very tough, very honest. Wins when it's tough.
Oh, well, that's Constitution Hill, and that's easy. You won't get a better one because his mentality is just supreme.
Mentality top notch. My favourite little racehorse that I've ever got the pleasure of riding. He was a special little horse.
Mentality. I remember watching when I was very young, Catch It. He was only tiny, and he always looked like the underdog, but he always looked like at the back of the last, he'd try harder than everyone else.
Denman.
Denman won the Gold Cup from Quarto Star.
Tricky one. Hurricane Fly. reason as to why. You just see him go around in his champion hurdles, and you'd see he wouldn't waste energy, was very efficient over his obstacles. Yeah, he'd be my one for that.
Well, that is a hell of a horse you've put together there.
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah.